Men, and this is mostly for the beta men. Beta men, you're out there. You're out there, you're looking for happiness, you're looking for love, in all the right and sometimes mostly wrong places. And the thing about beta men is we will drive past red flags upon red flags upon red flags, and then at the end of the day, we'll wonder why do we keep getting the same negative result when it comes to females? Why is our results the same? And it's because you are looking past the red flags. Well, it's 2023, and I said, you know what? I'm going to compile my top 10 list from my decades, years of experience on red flags in females that especially you betas need to avoid. Now, we're going to be starting out at number 10. Filters on pictures. There are lots of females out there, and if you look at their Instagram, their Facebook, their Bumble, their Tinder, any type of profile they have, if you really look at the pictures, you're going to say, oh wow, she looks beautiful. There's not a single blemish to her face, but they're all filters. All of it is filters. It's not really her. She's basically hiding something. And when a female's only, especially like the game of females only showing their face on all their profile pictures, it's old now. Because if you're as old as me and in your 40s, you know when you only show your face, that means you're overweight or you're obese. So you could go ahead and show all the pretty makeup on your face, all the filters from Instagram. Instagram is the top dog for all these filters. Especially like if you use Snapchat, that's another one that has lots of filters. Yeah, that's a straight up red flag. Number 9, females who have hate and disdain for men's content. Now, beta men, this is actually going to drive the woman a little bit closer to you because you know what's going to happen. Probably the name Andrew Tate might come into question. And she'll say, oh man, I hate that guy. And you know what you're going to say? Oh, I do too. He's such a misogynist. And you're going to be agreeing with all her talking points and even emphasizing on her talking points as if it's your talking points. But the thing is, you believe your way to her heart is by you agreeing with all the no, not agreeing, but with you disagreeing with male-centered content like the red pill, like the manosphere, all those movements, you will get closer to her by distancing yourself from those contents, from those YouTubers, from all the information, by calling it misogynist, saying that it's hate speech. Oh, yay, feminism. Feminism is great. Yeah, that's a red flag. Number 8. Outside in pajamas and slippers. What's funny is we paint black females as the ones who go outside in bonnets and pajamas and flip-flops, but let's be honest, it's not just black females doing it. I've seen a lot of white females doing it. I've seen a lot of Asian females doing it. I've seen a lot of brown females doing this. It's not centered to just black females. There are females from every single race going outside in their pajamas to go grocery shopping, to go to the mall, to go pick up stuff. And I'm scratching my head saying, man, am I in the Twilight Zone? Definite red flag that you shouldn't avoid. Because when someone could leave their house in what they slept in, this is someone who's not ready for life. This is someone who's not ready for a relationship. And this is someone who's a definite red flag. Number 7, multicolored hair. You could say that what's wrong with the female keeps changing her hair color? I don't see anything wrong with it. Why would that be a red flag? Let me tell you something right now. A lot of females keep putting this dye in their hair. And if you really look at what's in the dye, the chemicals, you got to start to say to yourself, if you're dyeing your hair all the time and all these chemicals are coming so close in contact with your brain, eventually that is going to affect you. Now, I know this for a fact that I was a bouncer for 20 years, and some of the most aggressive and even female patrons that became violent, they had multicolored hair. Their hair was either super blonde, super red, super blue, super green. Like there was something, and I kept scratching my head. And after a while, I'm saying, why is it that females with dyed hair seem to go off the rockers so fast? They go completely left. They go from 0 to 100 in seconds. Why is that? This is definitely a red flag you do not want to avoid. Number 6, very visible tattoos. And tattoos is in plural. Now, I get we're living in a different era where tattoos have become the norm, right? I get that. There's females who have tattoos on their backside, on their arm, their leg, their calf, their thighs. It's all over the place. But now we've literally gone overboard. There are females with tattoos on their neck, the front and the back. It's on their arms all over. They basically have a spider tattoo all over their chest. And you're saying to yourself that for you to get these tattoos, you damn near had to be naked anyways, right? And you're gonna have to literally have no shame when you're actually getting these tattoos done. And people getting tattoos, it really says something about their character because you literally took time to pay someone to put a permanent mark on your body for life. And either you were with a guy at the time, more than likely you were with a guy at the time because he probably paid for the tattoo. I understand one tattoo, you went with some girlfriends on a vacation. You said, you know what, let's imprint this memory for our lives by getting a small tattoo somewhere on our body. But you have females with super visible tattoos that they would literally have to wear a turtleneck, super long sleeves, super long pants for you not to see them wherever you guys go. Tattoos, definite red flag. Which brings us to number 5, which is females who claim they're independent, but they collect child support and government benefits. This is a red flag because this is a female she's not independent, but she's selling lies. And if she's not smart enough to understand that if you're collecting child support, plus you're being supported by government benefits, that you're not strong and independent, this is a different red flag because then that means this female is living a lie. The number 4 red flag. When you're talking to a female, and this conversation always comes up with both parties, what happened with your last relationship with your ex? She says he was abusive, he was a narcissistic, he was not a good person, he drank, everything is all his fault. This is a red flag. Why? Because it shows lack of accountability. Lack of accountability means that whenever anything goes wrong, blame the other person. Blame everybody and don't look into yourself, which means you were in a relationship with someone. It turned out bad. You left that relationship and you're not going to improve if you don't look at yourself and you're unaccountable for anything. You're going to leave that relationship to get in another relationship being the same exact person you were in the past relationship. That's a definite red flag because then this is someone who's going to want you to come on board their train. Your opinion's not going to matter. Everything that they think, their feelings, their thoughts, their process, their way of life, their lifestyle, you're going to have to be accustomed to that because they're someone who's not accountability. And when the relationship fails, they're going to say the same exact thing about that guy to you. This is a definite red flag, and it had to be within the top four red flags. Now, number three is pretty interesting because since my separation divorce, I've noticed when I've gone out with females, they would passively aggressively be asking for financial support after a couple dates. And when I say passively aggressively doing it, it's almost like they go like this. You're having a conversation with them, yeah, and then they'll say something like this: "Oh man, shoot, I forgot to pay my cell phone bill. Oh man, my hydro bill is due." Something, it'll be something around something like that. They'll start talking about certain financial problems they have. Oh, my student loan payments coming up. Oh my god, I don't have no money. So it's almost like they're pushing for you to say, hey, you need any financial help? I can e-transfer you like $200 or something. And they're saying this after just a couple of dates. You haven't confirmed you're in a relationship with them. But I've noticed this after 1.5 dates, like almost like one date and then a phone conversation. Now they're telling me about their financial woes that they're going through, and I'm like, huh? You're telling me this now? Why? Why? What kind of conversation is this? You have a bill that has to be paid. You're so stressed out. Oh man, I wish I had a second job. I'm broke. And you're saying, you know what, if all you have all these problems, why are you adding to the problems by dating? You need to fix your finances first. Even though I'm not expecting you to pay for me, but you want to fix you. You want to be the best version of yourself before you try to come into someone else's life. That is a definite red flag, and this is something I only realized the past 3 years of females passively aggressively trying to get trying to gouge money out of you after just a date, one date, and all of a sudden you want me to start transferring you or cash apping you money. I'm like, for real? Number two. It's funny about number two. The number two red flag is lack of homemaker skills. And when I say homemaker skills, I'm talking about cooking, cleaning, and laundry. It's kind of mind boggling and disappointing the amount of females that I've met where I'm a better cook than them, that I'm cleaner than them when it comes to detailed cleaning, and that I actually have folded clothes in my drawers and hung up in my closet. I've gone to females' houses and seen laundry on the ground, clothes washed sitting on top of the bed, not folded, nothing but takeout garbage in the trash receptacles. The garbage is full of nothing but takeout food in Uber Eats. And I'm saying to myself, you're living a lifestyle with no homemaker skills at all. You don't cook, you hate cleaning, and you do laundry and let the clean clothes sit on top of the bed. This is a definite red flag, because even if you wanted to take this person serious, guess what's going to happen when you guys move in together? I'm not washing your clothes. I'm not going to make you a sandwich. Oh, why don't you get up and do something, and get something for me too. The simple fact that we're in 2023 and women are complaining about making a sandwich. When I heard the videos, oh, why don't you make your own sandwich? I'm like, it's a sandwich. One of the most simplest meals to prepare. 2 slices of bread, ham, turkey meat, whatever, cheese, tomatoes, lettuce. You can add butter, jam, whatever you want to it. It literally only takes not even 5 minutes to prepare that. Pour the water, pour out some juice. Here you go, honey. This is the simplest meal one can make. And females are complaining about that? We're not telling you to get a job that you're going to work 60 hours a week. That I would get. Complain about that. Oh, you want me to work 60 hours a week. Okay, complain about that. The sandwich is not even 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. But we got people complaining about making a sandwich. That is red flag number 2. Which brings us to number 1. And number 1, everyone should know this is going to be the number 1 red flag in 2023. Betas, you've always taken a chance on females like this. Betas are this female's savior. But betas, this type of female is literally your Satan, because she is going to decimate, control, and dominate you. And that is, drumroll please, number 1, baby mothers with not only children, but multiple kids with multiple fathers. This is the number 1 red flag in 2022, because I'm telling you right now, the game that single mothers used to always play and get away with, it doesn't work anymore, actually. Some single mothers will still get chosen, but they're not getting serious commitments put on them no more. You're going to have to be a super exceptional single mother to have a guy say, you know what, I'm going to commit to this female, to her kids, and build a life with her, or have her come into my life that's already built. But for betas, this is your biggest red flag. It's your biggest red flag because this female is most likely gonna be a dominant female. She's not gonna listen to you. You're basically gonna be nothing but another son. And the reason why I'm saying this, because if you start a relationship with this female and you guys are getting ready to move in with each other, more than likely you're going to have to move in with her. She's not going to come move in with you, regardless of your living situation, because she is going to have home court advantage at all costs. And if you look at sports, home court advantage is always special because you have the home crowd cheering for you and backing you. When you feel down, the home crowd has got your back. They're going to give you that energy to completely destroy your opponent. And the opponent is you. Her children are always going to have her back. You're not going to be able to have any disagreements with her. She's got home court advantage. She'll be able to basically disrespect you in front of her own kids. You can't do nothing because you don't want to disrespect a woman in front of her kids. Home court advantage. You're not going to be able to come in and out of the house when you want to. You're not going to be able to really do anything. You're not going to be able to change any furniture. She's going to choose all the furniture. She's going to choose where everything's going to be. Home court advantage for her. This is a red flag for you guys. And I'm telling you, you guys will literally stay with this female until she eventually kicks you out. And then that's when you guys hit that proverbial beta wall, where you're depressed, you're broken, you're lonely, and you're questioning, what did I do wrong? I'm telling you, betas, avoid number 1 at all costs. It's gonna destroy you financially, spiritually, and mentally. Well, that's my top 10 red flags for 2023. I hope that you've learned something from this video. And betas, like I'm saying, you're always going to be betas. There is, for most betas, there's no other movement, no other position that we are going to put our lives in. Me, I could say I was a beta biatch. but I have actually changed my life and have learned to see all the mistakes, and I took accountability for all the bad mistakes I've made in relationships and in marriage. I got married once, I'm not going to get married again. I know living a beta lifestyle is just a recipe for a failure, which is why I have slowly moved out of being a beta when it comes to females. And for most beta men, they're not going to be able to do what I did. Is it good what I did? Yes. But you guys are just going to be you, and I'm just trying to help you navigate around being a beta.